If you like watching drama on the internet, you might have seen or heard of the Nick A30 drama. It's been going on for a few weeks now, and it might be still continuing after Nick A30 makes a response, or if he makes a response. I don't know. I'm talking about more of that in this video. Speaking of this video, in this video, I'm going to tell you the entire saga of the Nick A30 drama, all the videos that have been made about him, his response, and personal response. And then I'll also give you my thoughts on the drama and the videos themselves. So before we get into the actual drama, we need to discuss the two characters that are in this drama. Okay, so the first character in the blue ring is Nick A30. Nick A30, he is seen on the internet as a nice person, family friendly, plays Fortnite, and not much drama going on for him. The second character in this battle is arcch. Arcch is also a Fortnite YouTuber. He is a noticeably small channel with like 17,000 subscribers, but before this drama, he had 2,000 subscribers. And he doesn't take YouTube that seriously as a job. He posts once every while when it feels like it. He takes long breaks sometimes, so he doesn't see it as a job because he's not really monetized yet. I take it as a job, and I'm not monetized, so I can respect him for this. Now, this all started on the 28th of December 2024 with a video called How Nick A30 Scams His Viewers. But it was later changed to How Nick A30 Scam Me, but we're going to get to that later in the video. Now, first I'll start by him saying he used to be a fan of Nick A30 until I realized that he exploits his viewers. How do you know that? Because it happened to him. Now, I think it's a stretch to say he exploits his viewers when it happened to you, but again, we're going to get into that later in the video. Now, it first starts off by him saying that he was in a live stream, which was members only mode, and that there wasn't many people in the chat, but besides just like commenting or memberships. Remember that there were not many people in the chat, and the only people commenting were just people getting memberships. Remember that, very important. So he donated $4, asking him to give him a Fortnite challenge because Nick A30 likes to help small creators, and this was his response.
Arch at the 4. Big can you give me a Fortnite challenge for a video? Always happy Christmas, brother. Thank you, bro. If you have an idea, I would more than likely be happy to say it. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. If I had ideas, I'd be recording it, you know? So if you have a challenge, you let me know. I will gladly say it so you can use it for your video, if that's what you'd like.
Now, when Nick said this message to Arch, he was a little confused at first because he said, hey, that could just be any challenge if it's done before. So he donated another $2 saying, I don't care what challenge you do, even if it's been done before. And gave him two examples like shotgun only or chest only challenge. And then Nick proceeded to ignore it, what Arch said. He ignored it. So then Arch donated $2 more, saying, hey, I think you missed the last dono, and then gave him 2 options again. And then Nick proceeded to say this.
The second, you never gave a challenge. I did, bro. I did. I answered it in full. I said that already 3 times. So if you can't pay attention to the stream, like, that's on you, bro. I literally responded to your message.
And after Nick said that, Arch said that he must have just ignored it and then lied about, like, saying he read it. He went through the entire stream and couldn't find him saying that. And then later, when Arch didn't even donate it, and then Nick said this.
Arch, listen, if you have a challenge that you would like me to give you, you give it to me. I don't have any challenge ideas, bro. You're the content creator. You come up with the idea. I'll say it if that's what you want. If you want to include me in the video, please stop spamming, okay? It's not my responsibility to come up with video ideas for you, bro. Listen, like, if I had the idea, I'd be doing it myself.
Now, Nick first says that, again, if you want me to say a challenge, so you include in your video, then just tell me the challenge. Which is weird because he said, after this, he said before this that he did say it, and then now suddenly he's saying it again like he didn't read it. He also said he's spamming, which I don't think that's really true. He's donating to you and just kind of talking to you a little bit. He donated like 3 messages. That's not spamming. And then he lastly said that it's not his responsibility to come up with video ideas, which is kind of true. Yeah, I think creators should come up with their own video ideas. But at this point, Arch has already sent you $8, and you have not given him a challenge yet for his video, so he's just still asking you, and you're still not giving him the question or the answer, so I don't really know. So after that response that Nick made, Arch donated another $2, saying that he did give Nick options, and Nick didn't read it, but didn't notice it. It just said, "Thanks, Arch," and it didn't say anything else, which I think it's a little rude. You should, at the very least, read it. If you're not going to respond, just read it, and just be on. Don't just ignore it. That's rude. But after Arch sent that to Nick, Nick completely bans him from donating, so now I can't donate anymore. Now, that's basically the video. He also goes on to say that this happened to other people, and that Nick also bans people who pays money to be in his roleplay thing. Do you see that in Arch's video? I'm going to link every single Arch response videos or exposed videos in the description below. I'll also link Nick's response video below, just for why not. We're going to continue Nick's response in a second. So wait. Now, my perspective of the video, I criticize Nick a little bit. But in my opinion, like, throughout this entire thing, I'm pretty sure, like, after seeing that it was just a big misunderstanding. Like, first, Nick ignored it, but like I said, there was a high chance he could have just not seen it. And then for the third one, there was also a chance that maybe he just forgot, because, again, there's a lot of chats going on there, so he could have just responded to another one and thought he did to Arch. So, again, I think my misunderstanding. But now let's get into Arch's second video, which kind of just shows Nick responding, but not in the kind way. No. In a very rude way. Now, before we get into Nick's response, I just want to make one thing, and that why Nick even responded in the first place. He responded on a stream, then ran about it for like 30 minutes. But so I just want to say that, why did Nick respond? I mean, sure, once that Arch released his video, he did get a lot of subscribers, the video did get a lot of traction, like 100,000 views, but still, this situation looks like just a thing that could just be blow over within a week. Like, he's just saying how he got scammed, and that's it. If just don't respond, it would just like be gone within like a week, and that would be it. That'd be completely fine. So I don't know why in the first place Nick would decide to respond. Speaking of that response, let's just get into that response. I'm saying response so many times. Response. Then on the 30th of December 2024, Arch made a second video called Nicky30 is a liar, where he basically got told by his comments that Nicky30 mentioned you in a live stream, and he watched that. And I'm not going to show, like, the video. It's 30 minutes, not just because it's 30 minutes long, that's too long. I watched the entire thing, but also because this whole thing is just Nick ranting like a maniac. Like, he calls Arch a scummy, a cloud chaser, a rude, toxic, hateful, spiteful individual. He also makes some weird things like, I will never respond to you, I will never unblock you, when he's clearly just responding. He also starts swearing, calling him a D-bag twice, despite being fairly friendly. He even admits that, that's weird. I know I shouldn't say that because I'm supposed to be fair and friendly, but that's what he is. The whole stream is just crazy. It's just so delusional what he's doing. And then, after Arch released that video, Nicky30 is a liar, then the commentary community started to pick up on it, because the response from Nick is, like I just said, insane. It's crazy. If you want to see the live stream Nick streamed on, it's not on his like YouTube channel anymore because he deleted it, but there's clips out there, you know. So just look up Nicky30 like crash out, and you just search for it. But anyways, the comments community picked up on his response and then started making videos. There was like a dozen videos about it. But funny enough, there was even some comments that were defending some videos. I was defending Nick a little bit, not necessarily attacking Arch, but just kind of like defending what he did, and only saying he was crazy for a second video. Remember that for just in a second. It's gonna come back in a second. And then a few days later, Nick30 made a response on his channel. Yes, believe it or not, but after a week of being silent, both him and Arch, Nick actually made a response. Now, when I first saw this video, at first glance, I wasn't really too happy with it. Mainly because of the time. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Arch made 35 minutes, and all you can give it 5 minutes, and 1 minute of that just, like, not talking about the drama at all. So it's just 4 minutes talking about the drama. It's not even enough time to cover all of it. Now, initially when I saw this, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was solid. I thought it was pretty good. But there were a few things after I finished watching that video. Wait, I gotta talk about that video first. So basically, Nick tried to debunk a lot of the claims. Also saying that Arch never asked for a refund or reached out at all. Also saying that he didn't give him a challenge because he wants to be special, actually good, and not just like repeated, like want to challenge, Nigga 30 gave me want to challenge, Nigga 30 gave me want to challenge. Like not repeating much of that. That'll be really boring. He also showed the real messages that Arch left out. Also saying that Arch he did the first video. He didn't actually say that because he wasn't just recording and then typing. So Arch actually explained this in his other video, which we're gonna go over soon after this one. So Nick pulls up 3 of his actual requests and shows it for everyone to see, and says it in a tone that sounds like Arch was being passive aggressive and a little rude. He also says Arch was looking for drama, and also he'll say, hey, at the beginning that, so this individual has made 2 videos about me, and just like insinuating that he was milking a situation. And at the end, he said that he wants more positivity, and more people to be happy, and no drama. I want clips out there for people to like say I'm a good person and not a bad guy. That basically what the response boils down to, and everyone believed it. They thought, oh, Nick A30 actually slammed Arch, completely destroyed him. Arch, he's just a clout-chasing loser that wants money! Also, I just want to say that the first 2 videos that Arch made about him, they were monetized. I think the first one, he said, got copyright music, so it wasn't monetized. The second one, I don't know. But yeah, at first, I thought it was really good stuff. But then, I got a little suspicious, like, a few minutes later, because I noticed that in the entire response, he did not mention the second video that Arch has made. The one that's 30 minutes long. He's just mostly mentioning the first one and almost used entirely. The second video, he pulls like 1, maybe 2 clips from that, and never addresses it. Never addresses freak out like it never happened. But that was just a few things. That's just a little suspicion. And Arch was actually making one last response to Nick A30. Now, what I'm saying isn't like the full picture, it's but just what it boils down to and what's mostly about it. Again, the videos I mentioned are going to be down below in the description, so like say that. Oh, also one more thing. At the beginning, Nick also said a bunch of commentary communities pictures, and one of the pictures was a person named Bronny. I think that's how you say his name. And Bronny was one of the people that I mentioned that defended Nick. So I guess just Nick didn't watch that video and was like, oh, this is a hate video on me. I'm going to grab that along with a few other examples that is saying me be bad, even though I didn't watch them. They're obviously made me bad. It's saying, like, I freaked out and I'm in the thumbnail. I'm obviously bad. So Bream actually made a second video about it, first saying how he wasn't happy with that, but also agreed with Nick, and also a lot of other commentators, well, not all of them, but definitely a lot of them, agree with Nick. Also, this is just going to be a little rant, but also I've seen more videos about like his freakout than his response. Like more videos about his response and like barely any from his like new response that apparently everyone loves. So I think commentators, maybe some of them, not all of them, but definitely some of them are mostly just interested in looking for the drama, not the actual truth about like something. They're just like not like just no good reputation. This guy appears to better when he's like in the dumps, completely gone, flipping out. Not when he's good. But that's just my opinion, just a theory. A YouTuber theory. Now, Arch made a final video talking about the Nick A30 Wait. It's not even plugged in. Now, Arch made his final response video to his thing. Also, I just want to say, people are saying he's like dragging the drama or milking the situation. 3 videos is definitely not enough to make a milking situation. If that happened, we would have attacked Soggy Cereal for that. But we didn't. So what's the problem with that? Now, in that video of that Arch made, he made a few points. We're going to go over that in order. He first said that had he apologized for the bad thumbnail title and that he regret changing that. Like for his first video, which I say he changed the thumbnail to Nick30 scams his viewers to scam me because he just got scammed, not his viewers. He also said that he didn't know he could get a refund because he thought that he could only get refunds. Nick only gives refunds to people that sends too much money, and also Nick, he didn't give him a refund when he banned him. He only gave him the refund when he posted his video. And also, $15, that is a lot for people, especially for kids, the main demographic. $15, that's a lot, even for me. He also talked about positivity. I can't say positivity. Talking about positivity, but then he also, but on the same breath of talking about positivity, which I talked about at the end in a few clips and a few minutes ago, he was being so rude, like in his first response. So why are you talking about positivity when you were actually being rude, acting like he doesn't exist? So like I said, he doesn't address it. He actually deleted it. So that's cool. Also, something I want to point out, something that Archmate pointed out, was that he said in his original video that he joined his stream because it was a quiet stream, not many people were donating or not many people were live. So Nicky30 tried to manipulate the audience, he said, by pulling out big numbers. Like first showing out how many average viewers he has, and also then showing out the chat messages in that stream. And Arch just says, well, he just basically confirmed that it was because he usually has 16,000 viewers. In this stream, he had 13,000, and not many people are chatting. He even showed up some examples in his videos that shows that not many people in Nick's chat were really active at the time. And while Arch was sending his messages, really the only thing came in was like 3 other messages and like 8 subscription messages. That's it. Which really begs the question that Nick really did just ignore his message on purpose and just didn't miss it. In fact, I can back Arch's claim up that he didn't miss it and that the chat was slow. I'll prove it right now. Now here's the live stream that he was doing. He was actually doing it right now as I was making the video. And the funny thing about it, if you look at the chat, it's not very active. This goes on for 3 minutes. I speed it up, so you want to look at it for a long time. But yeah, it goes on for 3 minutes. And the whole time, he's just playing. It's a little buggy on screen. But look at the chat. The chat is not very active much at all. Despite there being 5.6 thousand people in the chat, not a lot is really happening in chat. And there's also a membership and like someone donating $5, and Nick doesn't read that after like minutes later. The same thing also goes for Twitch. Was that there wasn't much going on, really that much. The chat was really slow, and this was 30 minutes in, and the chat is just so slow. Again, I speed this up because this goes on for 100 seconds, but the chat is so slow, you know? So, judging based on how the chat in Twitch and YouTube are, and the examples Arch showed in his videos, which you can watch in the link below, kind of just proved that Nick really did just ignored it. Now after this, Arch talked about how Nick read some donations that he has sent, that Arch sent to him, and he addressed those, saying that that people are saying this is the big one for him, that he exposed him, but he said that he couldn't log into Streamlabs or his stream to try to find those, so he tried to remember as much as possible. He did a good job. Also, he said that Nick's tone while reading the voice makes it seem like Arch was being passive aggressive. Like, for example, this is what Nick's tone said. This is Nick's tone while reading Arch's comment.
I mentioned some in the last dono, like one chest or shotgun only, lol. Appreciate your content, man. Not trying to spam, just sending you money, LeMayo.
And this is me reading the comment in a normal tone of voice. I mentioned some in the last dono, like one chest or shotgun only challenge, lol. Appreciate your content, man. Not trying to spam, just sending you money, LeMayo. Wow, they sound different, don't they? Also, speaking of Streamlabs, Arch tried to access Streamlabs to get his original tweets back, or comments back, and a few days later, Streamlabs responded and sent them the original tweets, and turns out, in between those two tweets that Nick30 has read, there were two other tweets that he didn't read, and they say this. And that actually kind of makes sense, because remember this clip?
I said that already 3 times.
I said it already 3 times, which means, but the first one he said, the first message, Arch's first message, he read that. And then the other 2, he didn't read. The second one and the third one, which was on screen a little bit ago. And then the third one, which he read right before this clip, showing that he did see it, he just chose to ignore it. Right after Arch says this, he does admit for wrong, because he says that he made his first video in less than a day just to get it out quickly as possible, and he apologized and admits that not everything in that video is 100% true, which props to him for doing that, but also it just also kind of shows that he didn't really do much research and just want to get out really fast. I can kind of see that, because like, if this situation happened to you, you need to tell everyone just as fast as possible, or else people might also do that and have the same experience as you did, and that sucks. I do agree with him and disagree. I like he did that, but I don't like he did that. I like his apology, but I don't like he also rushed the video in a day. Also, I forgot to say this, but in Nick's response to drama, he's saying that Arch said that people who mentioned the drama between him and Nick were getting banned, but Nick said that and proved that the people were just getting timed out and not banned. And Arch agreed with that and apologized, saying that he didn't know, but also he made argument that it is rude just to time them out just for saying something, especially when they donated you money. And after saying a few minutes of other things that I won't be able to include, he also came up with a theory, because Nick already responded once, why would he do it again? His theory was that to make his image look better, because right after he made his response, he did collab with Streamlabs. So that may be just a result of trying to make himself look better, so that sponsor thing can look better. But that's just a theory. A conspiracy theory! Just want to do that. At the end of his video, he talks about all the points Nick made and also debunks them, or one of them, he apologized them. He also shows a screenshot of people who also saying they got scammed in their story, which I think is kind of cool. I don't know. He also said that this would be the last Nigga30 drama, unless he responds. He didn't say that, but I wonder if he will respond. Probably not, but let's see. He also said that this video, the video he made, will be monetized. So that he also pay for other things like car insurance, and that he's also going to be taking a long break from YouTube. Not long, but definitely a break. And when he comes back, he's planning to do a charity stream for Cancer Research Foundation. And then he ends the video. Now, that's not every single thing that happened in the video. That's not all the comments. But again, I'll link all the videos in the description below if you want to see them. So, out of this whole situation, it's over. Maybe. We'll see if Nick will try to fake copyright strike and claim Arch sent it to him. We'll see. But yeah, that's the end. That's been the entire saga. And now everyone's going to a decision. Most people are for some reason trying to pick Nick as the good guy. In my opinion, I think Arch was the hero. Well, not the hero, but the good guy. And Nick was the liar. Now, I might get hate for this in the comments. Y'all gonna say, "Oh wow, you should just like be Nick. Stop being so like biased." And also, you can tell that I was with Arch when I showed some claims and evidence with Nick being bad. But yeah, that's basically my take on the drama and the entire saga of the drama. Now, if you don't care about this, that's fine. Not many people care about this. If you do care about it, then good for you. Now, I hope you enjoy this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I'm not forcing you, but if you like Jordan content, subscribe if you want. It's your life, it's your choice. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Yeah. Tell me if you want to see me do a little more like dramatic type videos, because my goal is to just try to just make videos and don't make the video about drama until it's completely finished, so I don't have to make multiple videos about it, because then I'm just milking it, and I don't like people that milk things. More practice. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Who do you think is the good guy? Or have a great day. Have a great time. Thank you for watching the video all the way. Don't know how. It was like 22 minutes. Goodbye, and see you later. Bye.